Or shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value. Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful, with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree. And I'd like to help. I'm your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ryan Buck. Together, we can give you long-term strategy, the attention it deserves. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. Stop by our office at 8380 Old Cheney Road. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
John just tried Renz's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Renza makes it all better.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Sunday, 102 on the street. .66 degrees and rising in Lincoln.
Went away too. Sunny. No wind.
Right? In full. A full day of sports. It requires and allows a Sunday. It's been a minute. A Sunday sports. Boom.
It has been a minute.
Oh.
I haven't heard that since late night.
Oh. A Sunday sports boom. Appreciate you hanging out with us on a Sunday, a gorgeous, I tell you, Sunday in Lincoln, 66 degrees on the way to mid-70s. Husker baseball having at it down at Haymarket Park, top of the fourth, 2-1 Hoosiers. Softball is in the battle. They, hitting bombs and otherwise they get the offense going. 7-1, sorry.
What inning?
7-1 in the, hold on, I'll need for them to show me the recap again and have it refresh. My computer's reloading. The berms are full.
Okay.
7-1 in the bottom of the third.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Yeah. Well, Jensen hit a bomb. Jordy Fromm hit a bomb to start in the bottom of the first. So they've got it going. It was a great game last night. Rather enjoyed the fight in these Huskers.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to softball and baseball, that they get in these chaotic, friction-filled moments, and it never becomes too much. Down 3 in the bottom of the 7th, 2 bombs back-to-back. Jordy Fromm with one of those. You load the bases. Needed a run pushed across a line drive to the shortstop, ended it. And again, this is a number 8, 7 or 8 ranked UCLA Bruins team. So this is a quality matchup, the two teams in the top 10 in the Big Ten. And you would imagine that they eyeball each other to see where they stand and how they play out. Alexis Jensen, the 2-run bomb. She's pitching today. Held the Bruins to 1 so far, and then helped herself with a 2-run bomb along the way. Women's tennis is off to a good start. They have a 1-0 lead. They took the doubles point against Indiana on the road, so you have to pay attention to those things along the way. Men's tennis down in the first. They didn't get the doubles point.
How good is Oregon at tennis? I feel like they would be
very good.
A very good West Coast tennis.
Very
school.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I mean, you have so many resources.
I was going to say
at your avail. I would imagine that Cobalt likes some of the singles matchups that I think he would feel like he could probably get 4 singles matches if they play to their level. Yeah. And they're off to a pretty good start in the singles play. But that's all there. And again, for Herman Delmagro and the women, that for them to move to find their groove and move their way up through the rankings, they're now top 40 with 2 top 25 wins under their belt. And then they head to Indiana and have the opportunity to to extend themselves. So it's pretty cool to think that these additional programs are just having success. Of course, the women's bowling, they make their bids. They're going to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
In the first round of the bowling tournament.
Championships in Ohio this year, which I thought was an interesting location. Going from Vegas to, I can't even remember the town in Ohio. I was a little bit surprised there, but they're in a good position at the very least. I know I think it's crazy. I was talking to the bowlers. They've been in Pittsburgh, like the bowlers that we've had. Like I think Julian's been there every single time outside of 1 year when they've made it this far. They always go to Pittsburgh.
Well, I mean,
so they're familiar with the territory at the very least.
Well, you're familiar with the lanes.
Yeah.
Familiar with everything around the event. It's still tough, right?
Yeah.
It's still tough.
I always compare it to golf. Like, I don't think the mental strain that puts on you when you're bowling all day for multiple days, and there's a fine line that you got to hover on, and that fine line is being great for most of the tournament if you're going to win.
Well, the competition level for it, the competition is getting better, especially at the top. And there are more teams at the top. There are more programs at the top. Revenue share has allowed some people to at least identify that if you have an existing program, a women's program, that some of the money that you have for women's athletics should probably go to this sport. There are fewer programs in the country than most other women's sports, so you have a chance to do really well at it.
Yeah, we've talked to the athletes. Like, I mean, listen, you don't need a ton of money to necessarily bolster your roster when it comes to that bowling world either.
Well, I mean, you have to know what other people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some conversation after Husker basketball ended about NIL and whether boosters and the money people who make these things happen, whether people have reached out and said, hey, we want to give Fred the resources he needs, or at least more resources that he needs. And I will find it extremely interesting to find out what they think that number is, and why. Like, it is a full statement. It also says that maybe you know that you aren't giving everything to it that you could or should. I would.
There's a lot of layers. It also, the number feels like it goes up every year.
Well,
then we'll get to a point where it probably maybe starts to even out a little bit. But right now, I think every year there is still people figuring out, like, what is the competitive amount.
Well, I mean, you're competing with Michigan, Michigan State, Illinois. We know that those three programs, if you just stop there, we haven't even gotten to Ohio State. No,
Oregon.
Just like we haven't gotten to that yet. UCLA, USC. If you said to me that you have to compete dollar for dollar with Michigan in basketball or Michigan in football, we have to understand that those numbers, Nebraska's not putting that amount of money into it.
No, and I don't know if we know exactly how true these numbers are, but supposedly, accordingly, the cheapest roster in that basketball tournament, which, you know, it looks good on Fred Hoiberg's coaching acumen and how well those guys bought in and continue to develop. But, you know, I think we're safe to say the bottom third of the Big Ten in basketball, at least this year, in terms of NIL.
Well, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that you're asking programs, coaches, and leaders to work within a restricted budget, a budget that compared to the people that you're competing against, the competing part. And you can't tell me that Nebraska can't compete financially. You're telling me you're making different decisions. You can tell me you're putting different priority and focus on things, but you cannot tell me that they cannot compete when it comes to pure numbers. Pure numbers. It is the most financially, fiscally successful athletic program in the Big Ten. And remember, these are nonprofits, so there should be some disclosure behind it, right? Athletic departments are nonprofits. Okay, cool. Then you need to work from that. But then the ledgers have to ledger. The ledgers have to ledger. And there's several different reports. And you go online, and again, the government version of me knows where to look to see, listen, I still have my government clearance. And so you get into, and a lot of what I did for USA Media was financial tracking based. So if you wanted to get to the facts behind the story, quite frankly, and when they say follow the money, that's because
there's a reason.
That's the way to get to the truth, is to find out track the money, how it's being spent, who's spending it, and how it's distributed. All of those things in play. And when there is a red flag, when you're able to identify that the math doesn't math, often the maths, and you just shake your head and go, okay, some of that's decision, some of that's effectiveness after the fact. But the reality is, dollar for dollar, Nebraska is in a you don't have the massive state population of donors. You do not have the bigger pool of donors. But the donors that you have them within a confined space and a boundary, but they still have enough for you to compete with the other. I mean, the numbers don't lie when it comes financially.
Mm-hmm.
That working at a revenue share when there is actual profit to work from, when there's actual revenue to work from, then it becomes a matter of management, right? Who's handling this money? You can say that the people who are handling to generate revenue should have the same success in distributing the revenue. But Harrison, you could generate money, but there are those of us who spend money at a higher clip than they generated, even if they're generating at a high level. Me personally, really good at
But you got checks and balances.
That's why you
check.
That's why if the math don't math, you're at some point. But you are who you are, right?
Uh-huh.
As a leader and as an adult, and it happens.
But you surround yourself
with people
who can recognize the weaknesses and strengths,
right? And then will help you reset boundary, or will help you redirect, and otherwise. So we know that Nebraska has the stuff in play. Spring game, 27,000.
That's a win by most universities.
By most standards,
and we were charging money. These weren't free, even if it was money.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. The universities, like if you were to say, hey, we're going to charge you money, and you say you're at a school like Northwestern and 27,000 people show up,
I think they're happy if they get 27,000 and it's Ohio State.
Exactly.
Like it's the thing that matters, right? That perspective matters. Facts matter. And if you say that Nebraska is working at a $44 million surplus, revenue surplus, and then it's the and then part. Mm-hmm. One of the great powerful words in curiosity is and. That you can speak to a fact, your ability to accept the fact and then get to what that fact means, or how you arrived at that fact, is the sign of intelligent work. So if you tell me that you're working at $44 million revenue surplus over expenses, mm-hmm. Some would take that and simply say that the 44 million is the thing that you circle and try to identify what to do with that money. What are you currently doing with that money? And what have you done with that money?
Well, I think I get a bonus, right? Because we got a $44 million surplus.
There's some right.
That happens a lot. Though,
what are your priorities? What are your focuses? Is it about the people who manage it or the people who are the talent and assets? How do you want to redistribute or redirect said financial success? But I work at a different level of curiosity, which is the 44 million the correct number? And why? Because if you tell me you're plus 44 million, nobody can say that you're spending exactly what you should spend as you should spend it. Are you generating everything you could generate? Said spring game. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that a $27,000 win? 27,000 attendance, is that a win? Or should that number actually be 47,000? If you charge $20 for those tickets, how many more people would show up if you charge 10? Would you double that number? And then what happens when you double that number? Well, there's more revenue in the building because concessions and swag and gear and all those things, right? Parking, restaurants, hotels in the space, right? If you make it more amenable, and if you're doing business that way, if you're generating, let's say 200 million, is that what you should be generating? Are you happy with that? Because it could be 250 million, right? If your expenses are 80 million or 160 million, is that the right number? Are you getting from that what you should be getting from it, what you want to get from it, right? Are you covering all of the expenses of the things that matter most? And in that, you have to decide what matters most. Is that more talent, more assets, or is that patting on the back of the people who manage in that space? Right? What's your priority focus?
How's the coaches, players? What's the split there?
Well, but it's also management, administrators, right? It's a full thing.
Yeah,
right?
money's attached to every element.
And then on top of that, Harrison, you know what you have to do? You actually have to look at the columns of those numbers. You have to
That's the scary part, DP.
You have to look. Well, but listen, greatness requires fear. Doesn't exist. You have to go into the dark corner to find out where this thing works and doesn't work. And if you tell me you're spending 160 million a year in a program, I want to know what the 160 million is and where it comes from.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, you just, the college is a macro scale, but you can put it on the micro scale. Like, if you don't look at your bank account and you're struggling with money and you don't know why you're not having all the success that you want, like, maybe take a look at where the hell your money's going.
Where it's going.
Are you managing it well?
All right. In the space. What are you putting priority on? Are you willing? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you not willing to sacrifice? And other. And then if you tell me in a ledger that if I gave you a company credit card, what I would immediately ask is you would have to verify and justify everything you spent. Right. Itemized, detail, on time. Right? To go back in it. You could not say anonymous.
Fair, it's not my money.
That part. That part. Because we also, and then have to determine whose money is it. All of this revenue, is this state money? Is this university money? Is this athletic department money? Is this for the athletes? Because you can tell me that none of this happens without the athletes. The athletes aren't happy, right? Now, you convince athletes for 100 years that there was no money. You literally convince people that
if we give you guys $1,000, we'll go bankrupt. We're not going to be able to support this anymore.
And how many years does that accumulate? Right? Over all the time that you have been not telling people how much money you actually had.
Well,
or not had.
Throughout that time, they just got richer and richer and richer.
The whole time. And what did you do with all of that money? What did you do with the generational wealth? What did you do with the generations of wealth?
Yeah.
What did you do? Where did the money go? Because you could have just said, it's sitting, we did nothing with it. We didn't spend it. Or you could say, well, we bought some toys. We bought a new facility. We bought hey. And here's the thing, that if you're collecting that revenue as a profit and it's building up the accumulation of, you know what happens? That financial institutions then decide that you don't have to use that money to get more money. They will give you more money because you have more money. And they will give you access to new things, new toys, at new financial rates, at lower financial rates, because you're a safe bet. You're a safe bet because you know what? They're not going to go bankrupt because they're walking in 40 million surplus a year. Right? So I can throw some capital behind that. I can throw some low interest rates behind that. And then it happens. But where does it go? Where does the money? Again, they realize I didn't have to spend this money. I don't have to go into my savings. Well, what happens? The savings continues to grow. The daily operation is covered by the new advantage of having money in savings. And then what do you do? What do you do? Do you take care of the house? Do you build the house up? You buy a bigger, newer house, right? New furniture? We got to upgrade, right? Because these financial people want to look. They're going to look at you and go, "Hey, listen, it's the conversation we were having with Haas. They don't look the part, so they got to look the part. You got to look the part. Then you got to eat the part. Then you got to show people your work. You got to show them, hey, look at our brand new shiny house. Look at all the new furniture. Look at all the new amenities that we have. And the moment you do that, guess what? More people want to see the house. They want to be in the house, but also they want to be like you. They want to be like you. And so what do? They throw money to get proximity to you in that space. That's collegiate athletics, and specifically in Nebraska, that if you ask the question, if money is not the issue, then you have to ask, Harrison Arens, I ask you, if you could take 5% of said profit, revenue over expense, and without adding any additional expense, if you took 5% and gave it to 10 programs, and those 10 programs will become tops in their space, would you do it?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Financial sense?
Yeah. Director's Cup. Here we come.
Let me ask you, give me 5% of 40 million.
5% of 40?
No, calculate.
Oh, okay.
Calculate.
Well, I should be able to do it off the top of my head. What is that? 400,000? No, it'd be 5% of 40 million, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me one sec here.
Right? Yeah. And in that space, that if you're donating that to the bottom 10 programs, they're not the bottom 10 programs anymore.
So you're looking at $2 million.
Right.
Not when you act manageable. Very manageable.
You know how many programs need $2 million? Of the 20 programs at Nebraska, 22 programs?
You could radically change the finishes on drastically.
If you gave those programs $500,000, if you gave them 1% of $40 million, 1%, if you gave them 1% for 10 programs, 10% of your additional, you took $4 million and said, I'm going to distribute amongst these 10 programs. You changed those 10 programs. You still have, hey, you ready for this? You ready for this? You'd still have, if you gave them $4 million and said, split it amongst you 10 programs, all of them thrilled. Still have $36 million. $36 million for the top 10 programs. The top, the bottom 5 of that 10, let's say you double the 1% you gave to, right? You double it. So we're going 800,000 for each program. Things from you think that the programs, you think the tennis program, that's a top 10 program, right?
Yeah, easily.
Like the top 5 football, both
Look at what tennis
basketballs,
is doing right now.
both basketballs,
Yep.
baseball, softball, volleyball. That's 6. Wrestling, 7. Right? Then you
track. Rifle team, track.
8. Then we would say
gymnastics.
They're
killing it right now.
9 and 10. Those folks. You've got 36 million. You could say, you know what? We're going to set aside half of that revenue. So 20 off the table. 20 is off the table because we got to, share.
Right.
20 million. Yeah, share 20 million. You have numbers. You have space for numbers. I'm always fascinated at how people break down what their priority and focus is. But football is 12 games. We watch all of these other sports more days a year than we do football.
Mm-hmm. TV deals bring in a lot of money, but what brings in a lot of money the rest of the year when football's not going on is the other sports winning. We just saw that with basketball. How much money did Nebraska and women's basketball make?
Volleyball.
Oh, every year.
Wrestling. It's on the Big Ten Network. We now see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Softball, baseball. There's a way to move this thing. I will be absolutely curious about what the direction of NIL, what the direction of revenue share, what the direction of scholarships and revenue split. Because the revenue share is one thing. That is a bulk number.
Yep.
The distribution of said revenue and then the reason behind how you distribute that money. What are you choosing and why? I would love to know how you sit in a room filled with the other 10 programs, 12 programs, and tell them, no cash for you. You don't matter.
It happens.
How do you do that?
Trev Alberts, I don't know if if he was under pressure, but again, he cut that UNL wrestling program if they won 3 straight titles.
I don't know how you do it.
How do you walk to that program in the face and say, not only are we not giving you more money, we're cutting your program as a whole to save more money, despite your success?
Love to know.
I always think about how that conversation went.
I would love to be, like I said, just curiosity, but that's just me. We'll take our first break. More one-on-one.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Forget the lame excuse this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work for those 2 magical days in mid-March. Join 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday, March 19th and 20th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday to get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it and stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. It's March Mayhem with 93.7 The Ticket for the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings on 68th and O.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Hey fellas, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. So here's your friendly reminder that ignoring your gut isn't a strategy on the field or in real life. Once you hit 45, screening isn't optional anymore. It can literally save your life. Advanced medical imaging makes it easy with fast, comfortable CT colonography. No hospital hoops, no all-day ordeal. Just a simple scan that helps you stay ahead of the game. Talk to your doctor about getting your screening ordered at AMI and keep yourself in the lineup for the long run.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. It is busy. So women take the doubles point, and then they're battling along the way. Husker baseball 2-2.
Bottom of the fifth, just tied it up.
Bottom of the fifth, runner in second, 2 outs. The ladies have been battling. Let's see here. It'll update. And it froze up. 7-2 Skurs. Top of 5, 2 Bruins on, 2 outs. So along the way. And again, the men are having at it against Oregon down at Dillon Tennis as well. Ducks take the doubles point, but I think they feel pretty good about being able to pull 4 wins out of this thing. So there's busyness across the day, and again, it's beautiful to come back. Been back on the the traveling aspect. There's a wear and tear that happens on the body, and you try to figure out line drive to short, and Skurs get out of it. 7-2 lead, headed to the bottom of 5. The travel wear and tear, and there's the physical wear and tear, then there's the mental and emotional wear and tear, and then there's the clarity that comes from it. I want to go back and do a thing that I kind of stayed away from some discussions when it came to Husker basketball. As Hoss said, I am not a member of the frown and mope part of it. I'm not telling anybody how to fan, but I you know me well enough to know that I don't think about things the way most people think about things, and that is a curse and a puzzle sometimes. That you can just get caught up in traffic.
Did you listen to Fitness Fanatics by chance?
Yes.
Interesting to have Michael Stout. He used to be a psychologist for the football team. Interesting to him talk about, the fan psychology behind it. It's good to have a real doctor rationalize reality for people.
I mean, I've said this, and Becky is a member of that club too, where she doesn't connect the way I do to these things, but she also connects very much in the same way in that we're able to disconnect from it. The business, I am a media professional. I'm not a fan. I am a coach. I am not a fan. I'm an athlete. I'm not a fan. And then I am a fan. So I'm able to compartmentalize each thing. I have been in the coaching business for 40 years. I've been in the broadcast business for 35 years. I was an athlete for the majority of my life up until I couldn't do it anymore. I spend all of my days consuming wins, losses, lessons, missions, tasks, etc. So if I gave every bit of every day the emotional power to make or destroy my day, then I have no control of my day. I have no control over my influences, my impact, the things that are a priority to me. Imagine that I would give up my personal life for a game that's being played. No, you're able to consume the information, collect the data, and then move on.
Especially a game that you didn't put any work in yourself.
Well,
as a fan, you put emotional care into it.
You want to be emotionally invested in the community. I understand that.
Right.
The pain that I feel is for the community.
Yes.
The individual who makes a Husker win or loss about them there's the word narcissist is the word that no, it wasn't about you. It never was about you. Their win was not your win. It was a win for the community. If you want to accept that, again, the sun shines brighter the day after a Husker win. Absolutely. Food tastes better.
That's the beauty of it.
Right. That's fair. Shared experience.
Yeah.
Shared positive experience. The negative impact of it is you were on your couch. You were in a chair. You were at a bar. You were in the stadium. And yes, you cheered them on, but you cheered them on. You cheer for people cheering. You cheer for good space, the elevation and vibration created by a mass of people with a common thought, common outcome, common idea, and common energy. All of that in play. But to make it about you is a level of emotional immaturity that and again, the people who feel that way are right in feeling that way because that's who they are. And it's okay to identify that you're that person, as long as you know that you're that person and that everybody else has probably already figured out that you're that person and that, quite frankly, it's not about. I will wear the colors because it identifies a connection to the community. It's not connection to an outcome or game. It is when I root for Husker softball, I'm rooting for the work that they've put in, the ideals that they represent, and the shared space and the space that we're in is better because something good is happening in that space for the people in that space. Right? To identify that as a coach, I would tell people, parents, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let it go. Oh, I've seen this movie before, coach. Okay, then watch the movie. Not every movie has a happy ending. Not every movie is going to result the way you want it to end. There's a movie where the dog at the end, the dog doesn't come back, and you understand it. And you go,
but it had a lot of great teaching lessons.
Right, along the way that you understood that the cowboy hero wasn't going to make it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the reality behind it. The reality behind it is you fully accept the lesson, whatever the lesson is. But let me do this. And I wanted to be purposeful in this. So clean your palate. Clean how you felt about it. But let's do this. Sit around, gather around Uncle DP, kids, boys and girls family. I'm going to tell you the story. I want to tell you the story about this program. This program, this university, this town, that under the black cloud of never having had a level of success in a particular sport. They've never gotten the joy that their neighbors have, right? Constantly looking over the fence and seeing that their neighbor has success in sports in general, but in this particular sport, they get to participate in celebrations and tribal get-togethers that you don't get to participate in. They get more money, they get better toys, they get more people at their parties, right? It's a thing. But as a group, you got together and said, what would we do if we ever got to participate in this thing? If we ever knew the joy of winning an NCAA tournament game? What would we do with a 20-game win streak? And boys and girls, to sit around and close your eyes and start to imagine a school that has never, a neighborhood, a program that has never had a win streak like that and success like that, and included in the highest of highs, and included in the best in the country, and included and considered, and rightfully so, earn the right to be considered one of the best of the best, and invited to the competition. You're invited to the party, and then the competition breaks out and you're invited to it. You don't have the stars that everybody else has. You don't have the history that everybody else has. But here's what happens. You get lightning in a bottle, and you get the highest ranking that you've ever had. You had the greatest streak that you've ever had at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
You finished higher than you ever have in the conference than ever before. You won more games in the conference than you ever had before. You set a school record for 28 wins. You win 75% of all of your games. You have a thing in place, right? You win 80% of your games.
You have a player you're worried about if he's going to go to the NBA.
You have a player who's one of the best in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You have a coach who's one of the best in the country. You've never had those before.
Finalist.
You've never had those before, right? It's a full thing. And then you get into the battle in the biggest game, and then you have another biggest game, and then you have another biggest game. Ultimately, in the big games, the way programs become programs is that you take steps. There's progress. You get better. You get better. You get from worse to bad to good to better to great to elite. And those are steps, and they happen on their own time. You don't get to control it.
Mm-hmm. They say it every time we get to the NBA playoffs with teams that don't have experience there, and I don't think it's just a media talking point. Sometimes it takes time and experience.
It takes time. 28-7, school record in wins, first NCAA tournament win ever that you said would make everything else okay. You lit it from the mouths of you. It just let us win a tournament game. You forgot the fact that you asked for the win streak. You begged for success in the Big Ten Conference. You finished second in the Big Ten Conference in the regular season.
The round of 32 versus the SEC champ.
You win your first round game, so you remove the proverbial monkey off your back, and then you go further by showing up, showing out, and having what collectively you said was the best sporting event night in the most recent, in the last 10 years, right? Pretty good stuff. Then you say, okay, here's some things. You had the best shooting season that you've ever had from long range, the best team assists, right? Those numbers, best ever. Lowest bad basketball turnovers, the lowest basketball turnover numbers ever.
I did not know that one.
Ever. Lowest average in school history.
Incredible. Tough feat.
Shared basketball, so good basketball to bad ratio. That ratio is the best ever.
What did it finish at?
You finish at 1.86. 1.86 per. Best ever. You had a player, a Star is Born, 31 double-figure games, 16 times that he's in double figures. Your star player had 6 3-pointers to up his school record. No shooter has ever put up numbers, and there have been some shooters here that never had it the way you had it. Best 6 man coming off the bench, putting up record-breaking numbers. Best freshman year, best senior year. Frager with all the things. Sam Hoiberg moves past Tyronn Lue in single season assists for the season, and then Fred Hoiberg moves into a tie for 10th place in career games played list. So Sam Hoiberg played 125 games, top 10 all time. Boys and girls, what a story that is. It didn't end the way you wanted it to end, but it had to end.
Only one team is going to get the ending they want.
It had to end. And I would much rather go through it and have it end the way that it did than to not go through it at all. Don't be mad because it ended. Be thrilled because it happened. That's the story of Nebraska basketball. More one-on-one when we come back.
John just tried Runza's new Jam and Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally
What?
You know,
Not sure I'm getting it.
it's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jam and Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get 1 half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney location. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Dio Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Dio Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diotech online at diotech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'?
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. To close it out, there are a couple of things in play. Spring game. Here's my vantage of the spring game. And even on the high school level, spring games are important. Whatever version of it you're going to have, right?
Why?
Placeholding. Showing that work is being done. Work is being done. To show the most recent version, to show that you're putting efforts into place, that there is some talent in the space, all those things. But I tend to look at things this way. You know the size of the giant you're about to battle. Like this is Big Ten football we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Big Ten football. And you know what Big Ten speed looks like. You know what Big Ten size looks like. You know what Big Ten preparation looks like. You know what, that it's a big man's game in the Big Ten for football.
A lot of great coaches.
A lot of coaches who know, and they have a plan for how they're going to deal with things and cope with things. So when you display and then display who you currently are, people are going to judge. They're going to evaluate, whether they know what they're looking at or not. So then I ask you, kind sir, and all of you listeners, when you watched the spring game yesterday, what did you see? And you could say that I saw what I need to see, good or bad, and you would be right because it's just you.
I think I saw about what I expected. Some good flashes for sure. Colangio looked good at times. He maybe had a questionable throws in there at times as well. The defense looked different. I think a lot of it for me just rides on how is this team going to keep coming together. For the most part, I was just looking for a team that had clean operations. It looked
that's just spring talk. Let me ask you: did you see a Big Ten offensive line? Yeah. Did you see a top third Big Ten offensive line?
No.
Did you see a top third Big Ten defensive line?
No.
Did you see a top third Big Ten quarterback?
Maybe.
No, you didn't.
Okay, no.
No, you didn't.
Middle tier.
Hey, did you see a Big Ten elite running back?
No.
Did you see top 10 Big Ten wide receivers?
No.
Did you see Big Ten
I
tackle?
saw a middle of the pack to bottom third Big Ten team.
That's all that needs to be said. You can dress it up, put lipstick on the page. You can tell me what you saw. You can tell me. You could have answered top third and all of those things. But I would ask you, okay, cool. Then explain. It was an exhibition. It was an exhibition, and you saw what you saw. Whatever you saw, it will hold us until they go to summer camp in August.
Way to cut through my bullcrap media talk.
But we understand it, right? Like, listen. In the end, that's the most important thing: is truth.
Yeah, amen.
And there are people who I keep saying this. People do not get to ask me to come on here and lie to them. I asked for permission to tell the truth. I'm sincere about it. Simple biz. I'm glad there was a spring game. I'm glad they played. I'm glad they played. Now, I'm going to go pay attention to Husker baseball, Husker softball, Husker bowling. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm out.
Don't go anywhere.
Waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day.